So again, it's the balance of not being too hard, not being too lenient, not, trying to find you know, that balance, because there's a lot of children that are military children that have a lot of problems in life, a lot of problems in life. They turn to drugs, they smoke at a very young age, they drink at a very young age, and it's because that balance has been totally diminished. And I was part of that when I was growing up. We were poor, dirt poor. My mom gave us milk that was just white water, essentially. And there was reasons why. She did her best. She really, really did. She did what she could, and she did the best that she could. And then this man came along and introduced himself to her, and she was a waitress, and this was a very exclusive club that she worked at, and he wined and dined her and white knighted her. And I remember living in Pauling, and his house was amazing, and he bought me an ATC, and I had a pool, and it was amazing. And then everything changed. We moved to Florida. He said it was for her. It was not for her. It was for him. And he sold everything he had. He put the ATV in a garage. Every day I saw that thing and was heartbroken by it because I couldn't use it, but he could ride it. He drove around in the backyard, and he beat me with a belt. One time I brought home a D, and he said if I ever bring home another D, he's gonna kill me. And man, just horrible, horrible times. I'm not trying to relive my past. I'm getting to a point. And it was really, really hard for me. And mom, she just didn't say a single thing about it, because that was her way out of the life that she lived. That was her ticket out of poverty. And she did have it good, and she still has it good. He hasn't been in our life since I was 17. It's been about 20 years since he's been in my life. But she doesn't have to work. Her husband now, Tracy, who is the closest thing that I've ever had to an actual father, an amazing man. And one day I will be able to take care of all of them very soon, and that will be awesome. And repay what he's put up with for me, because I was a jacked up kid. I really was. I was a con artist. I stole. I lied. I did everything I possibly could to get attention from my actual father, and it was all negative attention. So bringing this all into my life and becoming a father, knowing what I shouldn't do, because everything that was done to me was wrong. Everything. And so I knew coming, obviously it set me up for being an amazing father now. But again, it's that balance, and it's that one thing that you say, or that one crack in your voice that you do to them, that they just break mentally for a short period of time. And that is what's really hard to not do. But Gabriel, he's completely different than Christopher, which is really interesting. Christopher, I yell at him sometimes. That's Ashley coming out, and I apologize for it. And Gabriel, I cannot yell at Gabriel, but I can get upset with them, and I do get upset with them, and they have a responsibility, and they have chores, and they do what they can. But our dynamic is so different than a normal household. I don't consider them military brats, because they don't. We obviously say that we miss mommy, but they're not like, I really wish that mommy was here right now. And I don't let that soak into their head that she's gone. We talk to her every day. However, it's not a bad thing, that she's gone. And it was best that she did it now. But again, it's all these things in my past that have made me realize what you can do and say to a child to break them. And I try very hard not to. But it's a little bit, it hurt my feelings when he said that our house isn't clean enough. And I mean, it's a big house, and we have 6 animals and 2 children and myself, and then I have to take care of everything else, and it's a lot on me. So they do what they can, and I just think that he goes, and I've tried to explain that too. It's mommy. She was the one that super cleaned everything, and it's not that I don't want to. When I get inside, I'm exhausted. By the time I get inside by 7 o'clock at night, I am so tired. And my mom is coming soon to hang out with the boys, so I'll take like 2 days and clean the house. And it's just like dust on the television, or dust on the fans. The floor is clean. I wash the floor every 2 days, and all the dishes are done, and the kitchen is clean, and this and that. But it's the little things here and there that just add up mentally in his head, thinking that it's filthy. And I mean, and they have a Lego room, and they have a pool and a hot tub and all these things that normal children don't have, and they just don't understand that. And I tried to explain that to him. Most kids, your computer would be in your room, and you would go in your room and be on your computer the whole day and never even see me or your brother. And it's very important that we live a very open life, meaning that we're always around each other, we're always talking to each other, we're always communicating, we're communicating emotion, we're talking to each other. And I think that that's really, really important. And I do my best, but I fail, and in 10 to 12 years I'll see if I've done the right thing. And I'm not the best parent in the world, and I do fail at times, but I try to adapt, overcome, and be the best parent that I can. And when they get older and they have children, they'll understand exactly what I was talking about now. And it's difficult. Mama, she gives that extra balance where I can not worry about the house or the laundry, or just everything that's going on in the house. I worry about everything outside the house and when she's here. And we bought this house about a year ago, and it was tore up. I mean, we got a great deal, beautiful house though, amazing. And I've done so much work to it, and continue to do so much work to it. And it's just, I don't know, it's going to be really good for the renters, or whoever, maybe it's going to be a winter home. I don't know. But, yeah, so there's a Mike's Thoughts for today.